Morena, good morning. Pull up with your morning coffee. We are back for another week of Banter session. It's Monday, so what a morning to pull up with your coffee and have a banter with us. You're rocking your shirt, bro. Is your team winning?
Yeah, we just won.
You just won.
23-13.
Against who?
Against the Jags. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's just finished right now, so I'm pretty happy.
Pretty stoked with that, eh?
Well,
Can breathe now. Were you on the edge of your seat?
Wow, with NFL, it's just like it can go on for a while. And I watched the Clemson versus Georgia State game last night.
Yeah.
And the last 2 minutes was like 45 minutes, and it was like edge of your seat stuff.
45 minutes for 2 minutes.
Oh man. And it was like there was drama on every play. Like and you didn't know who was going to win because it was back at some. It was nuts. It was probably one of the most craziest finishes to a game I've seen in a while. It was cool though.
That's exciting. That's very exciting.
It was exciting.
We've got 3 days to catch up on our song challenge. We also have the anticipation of level 3 tomorrow. What are we thinking? All that. So pull up with your morning coffee so we can tune in and talk about that. But first though, how was your weekend, bro?
It was super productive on Saturday. Not productive yesterday. I watched 4 movies back to back.
But did you get all the work done on the Saturday though?
Yeah,
is that
did,
why?
Yeah.
That's a win then. That's definitely
like it was a huge day out in the yard and doing all that sort of stuff. So it's looking amazing. And then I basically just watched Disney all day yesterday.
What movies did you watch?
I actually watched Kate, which is on Netflix. Kind of like an action anime type sort of thing. And then I watched it's an old one, man, like National Treasure 1 and 2 with Nicolas Cage.
Nah, don't know.
It's like I don't know, it's just like a really dumb. It's not a dumb movie. It's a movie. He's like a treasure hunter, and he delves through American history to save historical events and stuff like that. Anyway, so watch those 2, and then me and Nia watched Deadpool 2.
Nice.
Afterwards.
That's cool as.
I thought of you.
We are day 20 of 75. How are you feeling? How is everyone feeling? Let us know.
I'm feeling really good at the moment. I think I messaged you this morning.
Yeah.
Went and did an 8K walk to the vest.
Yeah.
Start the day right. So that was pretty cool.
Morning Monday.
And then and got my 100 swings in. So I walked down to the gym, did 100 swings, and walked back.
Nice.
With a little bit of a weight vest. So that was pretty good. It was nice. It was a nice clean morning. You know what I mean?
I feel you. The water looks so good to jump into this morning. It was like, I feel like I'm gonna somehow. I was thinking about the next level of my challenges, and I was like, what would I need to level up on? And I think cold water immersion will be one of them. But I don't. Yeah, but I know that I can't add that on the list now because that's already the things that I have to do are already consuming. So if I add that on, that'll just be that can just wait until the next level up. That's pretty much it. But let's just crack into these songs. Let's go into what's today's one? Our favorite duet.
So there's 3 of them. So your song 19 is your favorite duet.
Yeah.
Song 20 is what song would you request from a DJ?
Yeah.
And then song 21 is your most underrated song.
Okay. Do you want to go first or I go first?
You go first because I'm screwed at
the duet one?
Yeah.
I
know. That's really hard.
It is very hard, but I just had to go with the classic and hopefully I've got it in the right spot. This is an ultimate song, and I know that everyone can vibe the song when it's on at a house party. It is. Oh, come on, Susan. Oh yeah, my favorite duet, Lauryn Hill and Bob Marley. Turn your lights down.
Yep.
I wanna give you some good,
This rap though is life. I bet you everyone's singing this. Lucy, I bet you're rapping this right now. Beta, I bet you're rapping this right now if you were watching. But yeah, this duet is probably one of my favorites. This was a hard category though.
Yeah.
Like, it was tough for me as well. I was like, oh. I actually had 2 songs.
What was the second one?
My second one was is it? Oh no, that's my underrated song. My second one was Cruising by Gwyneth Paltrow and you know, I love it when we're cruising.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That was my second one. But you go now.
You got really good ones. I haven't got a good one. I've kind of rushed this, so this probably isn't my most favorite, but I think it's up there.
Who is it?
Yeah, I'll get.
Oh yeah.
Eminem, Dr. Dre, and Skylar Grey. I Need a Doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be up there, but I don't know if it's my favorite all time. But it's the one I can think of right off the top of my head.
Yeah,
I'm underprepared this morning.
My Boo by Usher and Alicia Keys. That's a goodie too to sing in the car.
I don't know that one. Do I know that one?
Yeah, you will when you hear it playing. Okay, and the next one is Day
Song
20.
that you would request.
A song that I would request. Okay, you go first on this one.
All right, here we go. I think this is it.
Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
I'm gonna make me after this. Leave it to the chorus.
Yeah.
That's such a good song. Very underrated too. I remember that came out. That didn't get as much hype as I think it should have.
No, that's classic.
That is a
classic heavy song.
Yeah. So what's the gig that when you ask the DJ, or is it just like a? Can I have?
I would probably that's probably I wouldn't ask a DJ at a bar. It would be more like, say, if I'm at a house party.
Yeah.
I want to put it on. It would be more for that. I don't think I'd do it. I don't know if I would have the balls really to go up to a DJ and go, "Yo, bro, can I have this on?" I'd be like, later.
Oh, far. That's so funny. Okay, my song is a classic. I've also got 2 songs for asking at a DJ because it's 2 different environments. I'm kind of going garage. This one's a garage party. Like, give me the aux cord. Flames in the comment section if you agree. Can you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
You know? Come on. Waiting for the words.
Well, the truth, well, it hurts to say, I'm gonna pack up my bag and I'm gonna go away.
That would be my garage party song. And then, this is so good. Before I get the show, and I got to say, I know you used to love me, but that was just okay. And then, sorry guys, my second one for requesting at Danny Doolan's. Freight Train.
Oh gosh.
That would be my Wagon Wheel would be my song that I would ask a DJ at Danny Doolan's. And that just instantly reminds me of Carly every time too. Okay, and then now we've got the most
Underrated song.
Most underrated song. You
What
go.
have you got?
I'll go first.
You go.
This is a new song that has actually just come out because of Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori last week. And the Waiata Anthems playlist has just been on rotation this whole lockdown for me. And this song is Pohi Wātea by Kings. It's not really that popular, but I think it's really cool for New Zealand artists. And it's got a real cool message behind it.
Yo, picture this. Moldy boy cruising around in a Lamborghini. Cops give me a wave instead of pulling. Every time they see me global like white TT Azora sipping that dry martini. Ooh, Kenna instead of caviar. We fly. Picture this.
Pretty cool. But that's like I only think that's underrated now because I've just been listening to it on rotation. I haven't heard it anywhere else. So that's my underrated song. What about you? I know you've got a goodie for this.
Oh yeah, so and I don't know if many people know this band. So I really got into these guys probably in the early 2000s. Incubus, Wish You Were Here.
Ooh. Ooh. That's good.
Yeah, and the guy and the guy that sings it, or the whole band are ridiculous. They're like a grunge version of Jack Johnson. Best way I can describe them. But like his voice is really melodic. So yeah, but the Wish You Were Here is all around it. You know, you're thinking about your loved ones who have gone.
Yeah,
they come back and they're thinking about the good times that you had with them. So yeah, Wish You Were Here by Incubus.
Incubus were they around when like Silverchair? Corn,
they were probably a little bit after. They were kind of like
Foo Fighters,
real late 90s to sort of mid 2005,
like 182 era kind of.
Yeah, there's probably closer to that. They kind of came out around the same time as those emo bands, Panic at the Disco and
Fall Out Boy.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while, but yeah, like those bands, those bands that you think, when all the eyeliners came out and the brooding songs started to be playing. Yeah. Shucks,
that's our song challenge. What have we got for tomorrow?
Oh, I think it's the movie one tomorrow. Let me have a look.
Oh yeah, I may have told my story too early for that one.
Yes, from a favorite movie or series. I actually posted mine up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Simon Hill will know this as well. So, I can. The name of the album is Judgment Night, which is a soundtrack to the movie Judgment Night, which has got. Remember Emilio Estevez?
No idea.
That actor?
No.
You don't know that? It's basically a movie around a cop that goes bad and tries to turn good in one night, and it's like. It's a really shit movie actually, but the soundtrack's unbelievable. So
love that. Anyways, we're getting the announcement tomorrow. What are your thoughts? Low key. Let us know in the comment section as well what you think.
Well, I've just heard the guys on the team meeting just told me that Hamilton have some cases.
Yes, I got that notification this morning.
Yeah, so I set them level 5. Yeah, we're not allowed to leave your house. No, I honestly don't know. I am only hoping for good things and that we do get out of it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll wait and see. What will you do? What's your first thing that you will do in level 3?
Honestly,
and let us know in the comment section.
Yeah. What is the first thing that I'll do in level 3 is like. Oh, I don't know. I just feel like I need my own freedom at the moment. So I would probably go for a mish out west somewhere. And then on the way back, pick up some burger fuel if I can. If anything, I can have burger fuel. I'm not having unhealthy things. I'd probably do something along those lines if I'm allowed to. I don't know the rules behind it, if we're allowed to go for a hikoi outside of your normal required area.
I think you can. I think you can.
What, even on level 4? or just
No,
on
I think
level 3?
on level 3 you can go outside that 5K radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to leave Auckland though.
Yeah, nah. So I'd probably just I'd go head bush somewhere, have some me time, go sit in the drive-thru for 2 hours to get away from my straight up relatable Gunham, straight up actual. I feel you. I feel like that's where everyone else is gonna be with no kids in the back. Lines will be so long, man. You should have seen the beach on Saturday because it was such a mint day. It was just like ants. It was ants, I swear. But fingers crossed, like, yeah, I feel like I hope we get some news tomorrow. No, Burger Fuel is not overrated. To be honest, though, I do make better burgers than Burger Fuel. But you know how Burger Fuel is just something that you feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, and in terms of what happens in level 3 for the gym, is it just still same old?
Yeah, so it'll still be closed. And we'll still be doing the classes though. All the guys will be doing all the work from the gym as opposed to home.
Yeah.
So we'll get them in the gym, and then but we have a ton of work as a gym to do prior to everyone turning back up on level 2. So we and
I'm just ready for that.
You know, like I think I said to you last week, it's given me a chance to think about what the direction of the gym is going to look like. Or I might have actually said that in mobility.
Yeah.
You know, kind of how we're going to structure things, what we're going to do. It's made me think about events and what we're going to associate ourselves with in the future. Just because of, with everything going on, I don't want people to waste a lot of money or us to commit to something and then it just gets pulled. Yeah. Kind of what's happened with nationals.
Yeah. Do you want to touch on that a little bit? I just have that thought.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So Team Nationals have sent out an email they put out a post story last week saying these are the options that's going to happen. Auckland-based teams will only be invited if we are in level 1. Even if Auckland is in level 2, we won't be invited to Nationals because of the whole travel and what you're allowed to do in level 2, which is fair enough. And then they sent a further email to us 2 days later or 3 days later. Yeah. And it talked about what our options are. So essentially, really, we either try and go to Nationals and hope and pray that it's on, or we take a reimbursement less 10% of the fee. So we are kind of going to weigh up our options, and I'm going to be really thinking about it this week. The thing is that we, I don't want to take teams down there that are underprepared and haven't had a chance to.
How do you navigate that?
Yeah, well, I think what we'll do is that we will probably put it out to the athletes that we're looking at going and say, do you guys still want to go? Because at the same time, we've then got to scramble to find accommodation. Yeah, money, all the rest. And we're already stretched pretty thin with money for a lot of people to then commit for another $400 or $500. The gym's already fronted the bill for the entries, which is $1,800, and so it becomes a probably more of a money option for people, and I'm probably leaning towards getting a reimbursement, I would say, at this stage. However, I'm not discounting us going yet. I think that'll be a consensus within the community for the athletes.
Do you think they've approached it well?
I think they've done the best that they can. Yeah. I honestly don't know what I would have done. I was thinking about it prior to their messages going, I don't know what they're going to do. Like allegedly, we don't know what they're going to do. It would be interesting to see what they're going to do for individual nationals because it's so much later in the year. But we haven't had a chance for the second round of people doing the qualifiers. So now they're going to have to make a decision. Well, do we just base it off the first 3 workouts? Hard. And then we can all go, or are they going to go, right, October, we're going to do the next 3 workouts and then pick from there. It's really hard to measure, right? Yeah. Well, I think, I was talking to Ben Jansen about this a wee while ago, and that the 3 tests are fairly robust enough. There was heavy, there was kind of like that real grunt work, and then there was a really like the really painful one. So it was spread evenly across the board for those three. So you probably will get the fittest people within those divisions. It'll just be it'll just suck for the people that are just sitting outside who had a chance to kind of push into it, a chance to kind of fight back. But you know, you can't get it all your way sometimes, and that's just the nature of the beast. So yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm glad I'm not having to worry about it.
Yeah, and what do you think? Okay, so what are your thoughts as a coach about, you know, how as an athlete, how do I approach training now, because we might not be going to nationals?
Great question. I'm actually going to pose that to Kenny tomorrow.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that'll be a real cool convo for you guys to open up on, and how you guys approach that.
Yeah, you know, and it's super hard. I would hate to be in the event organizing business right now. In any industry, whether it be AMP show, the big stuff, festivals at the end of New Zealand, you know, to running fitness events. It's just like, it's super gnarly. I mean, there's a few of us looking at doing the Ring of Fire, which is we go around Tongariro and Ruapehu, like you go around the mountain. But, you know, it's a huge commitment. Do I risk paying all this money to go down there, and then there's a lockdown or we're not invited, and then I lose 50% of my entry fee? You know what I mean? Like, it's a pretty tough place to think. And anyway, going back to the original point, was that's kind of what we're thinking about is, well, as a gym, do we need to, you know, how we always talk about pivoting and what's the best way to do it? Well, do we change our focus for the gym to something that's a little bit more sustainable for the short period? Well, what would that look like for us? So those are questions that the coaches and I will be basically brainstorming, what wargaming on the whiteboard, really analyzing, fleshing out ideas about how we're going to approach pretty much the next 8 to 10 months, which will be Christmas, New Year's, into autumn next year.
It is definitely the uncertainty that's making it or me feel a little bit on edge. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I think, and like you said, when you go add money into that, and then you add, you know, you might not get all that money back, or, you know, it does create that uncertainty of, well,
it is interesting. They did say that I did see a article that this will be the last time level 4 will happen in New Zealand, because our vaccination rates are so high now, and we'll be getting so high that at most we might get like a quasi level 3, 2. You know what I mean? Like if we go into that. Well, for me, it's more like, well, what do we need to do to help protect to keep the momentum going for people if we were to go into some like semi-forced lockdown, like a level 3? We give out a lot of equipment, but maybe we need to find packages for people to make sure that they've got enough stuff at home to continue on with things. Like I know Nick will put a huge investment into himself over this period to get so that he can continue on, so that he can progress. And I know that's not for all people, but if we were able to find solutions for people to do that, then I think that's something that as a gym we need to, it's us coaches and myself need to be a bit more proactive in. Yeah,
definitely. No, that's awesome that you're even thinking about it though. Like, I think that the part that you're thinking about is everyone else and how to benefit them, or like keep the momentum for them as well as yourself, which is
well, the messages that I've received that first 2 weeks is your heart bleeds for people because they're desperate for stuff, but we as a gym, we can we've got over 120 odd members, so we've got to flesh all that equipment out to everyone as much as we can. So as much as we like to be able to give everyone a barbell and 140 kilos worth of weights and a cardio machine and a wall ball and a dumbbell and a kettlebell, it's just not a feasible option for us as a gym. However, if we were able to talk to Cluster or Solid or IA or whatever and say, hey, what packages could you do as a at-home thing? And I know like IA that do at-home stuff. Maybe that's what we need to push for, so that there's a little setup for everyone at home. And then it will help us also to be able to program more diverse sessions at the same time.
Wicked.
Gosh, that's pretty heavy on a Monday.
No, that was just informative, I think. I'm just like, that's awesome for the next phase of what we need to do. I'm still thinking about whether or not, what am I going to get on level 3, really?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I will get takeaways. You know what? I want a damn good coffee.
Yes. Oh, I wouldn't mind. A good coffee.
Where would you
I just
go?
had a thought quickly after that you just said rentals, Chuck. I'm surprised that like those companies haven't concepted that idea anyway, because I was thinking about all the athletes that came back from the Olympics and I was like, why hasn't Concept 2 done a deal with like the quarantine hotel? Oh no, because then they would have to clean it all.
No, but they haven't got any gear. Concept 2 have got 0 gear.
None.
They've got none. So I spoke. So they came and did our service thing the other day, just before lockdown. And Andrew, who I'm really good mates with, he's this old Māori boy who does all their stuff. And he was saying that because the factory is in America that they make all the stuff, is only just coming out of lockdown, like in terms of getting workers in to do stuff. That they're just prioritizing the major sites. America's being basically that in Europe for all their gear. To get a container into New Zealand, they're like, well, sorry, we've got 400 containers to fill for America. We're not going to send one to New Zealand. We're going to fill these orders first before we get to you. And so, but they have managed to secure. So they said that a gym franchise in New Zealand is getting a whole lot of stuff, but they've had to pay quite a bit for that to happen. Yeah. So there's just like bike ergs the rarest hen's teeth. Like the 3 bike ergs that we have are gold. Said, man, that's you. I could probably sell a bike erg at the moment for more than what I paid for it.
Wow.
Which isn't a bad idea. But yeah. If I want some quick cash, $3,000 bike erg, here we go.
Yeah, definitely. Check that up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised those companies, there's just so many restrictions, eh? That's why they couldn't. Yeah. Well, I hope some good news comes out of tomorrow.
Yeah, man. So, I really hope for a lot of our people. But, if it doesn't, we will also always be here for our people to be able to lean on as much as we can. It's hard for us all.
It definitely is. I think this, again, I think I say this all the time about how I'm so grateful for our community just to be where we are, to have each other. Like, I really do. This last week of 75 Hard has probably been the hardest. And I've had you there to lean on. I've had my sisters there to lean on. I've had Fee there to lean on, and the rest of the community that reach out and make sure that I'm doing all good. Part of that. All above water, especially me. So we got this. We definitely got this. What's Soul
Another
saying?
Week. Hey?
What's Soul saying?
They're kids, what games are you playing? I think it's Roblox. Roblox. I don't know, man. There has already been World War III with them this morning. It's only Monday. Awesome.
Love this for all of us.
I tell you what I'm looking forward to is when my kids can go back to school.
I'm sure every parent is agreeing with you right now.
Yeah.
I love that it's school holidays. As soon as if we go back down the levels, it's going to be school holidays anyway. So, anyways, I'm going to round this up for quote of the day. I picked this one on my way back from my hikoi this morning. So I think it's quite relevant. 220. Each time we face our fear, we gain strength, courage, and confidence in the doing.
Ooh.
220. That's us for Monday. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope your cup of coffee just tasted a little bit extra good having a banter session with us. We are going to have Coach Kenny back tomorrow, having a banter with him. We're gonna have a little coach's corner chat tomorrow. I'm gonna be here, but the bros are gonna be here, yarning, having a banter. So make sure you pull up with your banter, your coffee, your good vibes, and everyone doing the 75 hard day challenge, day 20. Let's go. Have a good day, team. Peace.
See you.